There is power in a story, and we all have a story. Our stories, if told, can inspire, encourage, and motivate. Hi, I am Rhonda, and welcome to the Book of Lives. Hi everyone, welcome to the Book of Lives. Today we're going to be talking with Jazmin. She is a USF student and a mental health advocate. Jazmin, welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Awesome. So Jazmin, you recently participated in the USF Miss International pageant and your platform was mental health. For those listening, what exactly is mental health?
So, mental health is basically it includes like our psychological, emotional, and social well-being. It's something that affects how we think, how we feel, and how we act. But it also helps kind of determine how we handle stress, relate to other people, and also make choices related to others.
That's good. Why is it so important?
Mental health is important because it affects our daily lives. It affects how we see not only our lives, but the lives of those around us. And it affects how we live out our lives. Mental health is something that, without it, we wouldn't be us.
Mm-hmm. So we can all agree that there's a stigma attached to mental health conditions. Why exactly is that?
Honestly, I believe it's because society has kind of told us to look down upon those who actually choose to get help. And I think, especially in the African American community, that is due to being seen as weak, where in our community, weakness is not an option here. And I don't know, I just feel like the easiest way to break it is honestly just by talking about it. Like, it's not something to be ashamed of. It's not something that people should feel the need to hide. Like, it's okay to not be okay. Not everyone's expecting you to be perfect 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Yeah. Life is stressful. So, we're not robots. There is
Right.
stress, there are disappointments, and we just have to figure out how to navigate and how to cope. So yeah, you're right. Having the conversation is important. I guess it helps to normalize it. Is that it?
Yeah. Like, I think the normalization of mental health, like just having those conversations will lead to people more likely to go and get the help that they need, or even at the bare minimum, maybe helping other people realize, hey, this isn't normal. Because I feel like that's something that happens a lot is people like, oh, I should feel this way, like it's fine. It's not. You're not okay. It's okay. You're not okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
Especially I know like with college students, that happens to us so much. It's like, yeah, I have 7 assignments due today. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. No, you're not. No, you're not. It's okay. You want to cry and go to sleep, and that is perfectly okay. Like, I feel like anxiety and sometimes depression are like main mental health issues you see in college students, but a lot of universities and students aren't equipped to deal with them properly.
So what fascinates me about your story is that you are not just a mental health advocate. You have had your own share of challenges and issues, and you've overcome them. Tell us a little bit about your story.
So I guess my journey with mental health, I guess, starts in high school. I was that kid who, had straight A's, was super involved. I was in maybe like 7 or 8 different activities in high school. You always saw me with a smile on my face. And then I'll say, like, I guess right before I turned 15, I unfortunately was raped and became pregnant from that rape. And for me, going to a Catholic school, that's not, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Pregnancy, Catholic school, big no. So, I had to make that choice of, well, will I leave school, or, will I end up having an abortion? I chose to continue with my education and have the abortion because I felt like I couldn't provide a decent, stable house for my child. And that type of thing, it stays with you.
Mm-hmm.
It stays with you. And, you know, obviously parents, you know, they don't understand, you know, I pretty much hid the entire thing from my family until I think my mom didn't find out until the day of the abortion. And I guess that's kind of when that shift of my daughter's turning into an adult, because I handled this entire thing for months, you know, on my own.
Yeah.
And then coming to college, you know, I had this idea of, oh, it's school. I'm good at school. I wasn't good at college. Not at first. I got my first F and I thought the world was going to end, and that was it. And honestly, it kind of just spiraled down from there, because I'm seeing everybody else, you know, straight A's, dean's list, scholarships, and I'm over here. I think my second semester at USF, I had, I think, a 0.6 for the semester.
Ooh.
That,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I don't, and for me, school was my thing. So if I'm not good at school, what else am I good at? What else is my life for? You know, so my mental health kind of just took a very like sharp decline after that. And, you know, like I said before, I couldn't go to my mom and be like, hey, like there's something wrong. She'll just be like, okay, get over it and finish your exam. You know, like they didn't understand that there was truly something wrong. And I didn't understand it either. It took 2 years for me to realize. And it took the help of, you know, my RA being like, hey, I don't think you're okay. I know you think you're fine, but humor me and go see the counselor. Just if you go once and you don't like it, you don't have to go again.
Yeah.
And I was like, fine, whatever. And, you know, I thought the whole thing was stupid. I admit it. I thought it was stupid. I was like, I didn't want to go. And I went, and he was straight up blunt, very blunt with me, and was like, so you have anxiety and depression and probably have had it for like 3 or 4 years. I'm like, huh. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And he's like, why did you never come see somebody? I'm like, I thought I was fine. I thought this was normal. And he's like, it's not. No one should be, you know, up till 6 a.m. every day and, you know, be burnt out week 3 of the semester. That's not normal. And, you know, he put me on medication, you know, and things have honestly been a lot better since, thank God. And I've kind of ever since then, I've, you know, made it my journey to kind of help people with their issues as well.
So in addition to medication, were there any other strategies, methods, techniques that were suggested?
I still go to therapy every week. That's kind of hand in hand with my medication. And then also he was like, whatever makes you happy, you know, before all this, and or makes you happy after you start the medication, do that. So for me, it's like a combination of poetry and painting. So there are times where, you know, I just will write. After I'm done, I'll look at it and I'm like, where did this come from? You know, but it is something that I think, you know what I mean? I think it's like, it's important, and I got my hobbies back. I got joy out of life again. And I think that truly has made all the difference.
Yeah. Finding an outlet. Yeah. What advice do you have, you know, for especially young people, for individuals, but especially young people who are too embarrassed to get help? What would you tell them?
It's okay. I was there, you know, and I know exactly what you feel. I've been there, and I know exactly how it starts. You know, you start questioning yourself, like, am I really okay? And then you move to the Google searches, you know, you take a couple of quizzes that you may find online, and, you know, believe them. A lot of the quizzes out there are actually pretty accurate. And if it pops up, hey, you may want to see somebody, just try it. Take the advice that my RA gave me. If you don't like it, you don't have to go again, but you just go once to see. And you never know, that really could change your whole perspective on everything.
Yeah, definitely. Is there anything else? I know this is a very heavy issue, and perhaps I have to have you come back and talk a little bit more, but is there anything else before we go that you want to share?
At this time, no. I guess, like I said, just talk to someone, anyone that you trust. Like, at first it may be a little hard and they may not understand, but help them understand, because you never know. They may be quietly feeling that way too and don't know how to deal with it.
Jazmin, I want to thank you so much for sharing just a little bit. Like I said, you're going to have to come back because there's so much more we can talk about. But for now, thank you so much for sharing this little bit with us, and best wishes in all your endeavors.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I hope you have a great night.
You're welcome. And for those of you who are watching, thank you and stay inspired.